Ah. Someone doesn't like the new setup. So they're being a Miss Grumpy Butt and asking us to go back to the old mics for a little bit. Hey Jay. I'm awake, I swear. I promise. I didn't just get up 20 minutes ago or anything. Arr.
You could use the mics.
You're not. Is it? Wait, talk again?
Sure. It's glitching.
Yup. Works for me, Jay.
Bye.
I mean, you just plugged it back in. I still need a moment.
Bye.
Sip mic. It's mic. Okay, should be working now.
Bye.
Please no bite.
Voice bite.
Internet is up at new place. Nice. Now you can leave us on while you sleep. Yum yum.
Yum yum.
Welcome to the central office of the Ark of Destiny. It's great to see you again. That's nice. We were here last week. What were we doing again?
Friends fighting.
Also relieved to hear that you will be taking on the Survey Point 17 mission. Ah, that's what we're doing. To get to the survey point, head south from the Ark and land on the first beach you see. Once you land, you will see a bridge. Do not cross it. Just search around that vicinity. Well, that was helpful.
And bite.
Probably no bite.
No bite?
No bite.
I bite.
No bite.
Voice bite.
What are you, an Apple product? The iBite?
Can I bite more if I do?
Dark isn't super effective on me, silly.
Yum. So, question. Are you Dragon Ice, Dragon Fire, or Ice Fire?
Dragon Ice.
Not fire?
Why would I be fired?
I thought you were fire and ice.
Sure, but Durgan first.
Alright, but how did you ice over fire?
Why would? Because ice before fire.
Right, I'm asking how.
What do you mean how?
Okay, why?
More prominent with ice than fire.
Oh. I figured there was some kind of explanation on that. Like,
Tanks are banned. Tanks can't be banned. We need to use them for our mission.
fighting mission?
Hey! Is that Survey Point 17? That is Survey Point 17. Forgot to switch my keepsake for my run. Oh no! What keepsake do you have now? There are a lot of interesting keepsakes as well. I thought it would be a lot more hectic around here, but it's pretty quiet. The workers must have evacuated before we arrived. That's perfectly fine with me. I won't have to hold back. I'm not really up for seeing her, but it's a job we took on. We have to stop Maya. We can't let her get the Agualite and Germatron energy crystals.
Germa?
Germatron. Still sounds like a transformer.
Sounds like something I'm not mentioning.
There it goes. Yeah. Nothing. Oh, there's the other box.
I wake up
Time to get
slowly.
Slowly? That's an understatement.
No, I'm still waking up.
Germatron, bringer of the COVIDs. Germatron's the one we have to blame for 2020,
Hmm.
2021. What the?
Or are we blaming for 2016, 2017, 2018?
Harambe.
Why did it have to be Harambe?
Because you brought it up.
Hmm.
Captor and urchin bugs.
Can I keep an urchin bug? I
No.
want one for a mascot.
Oh.
It'll be a perfect Kirigan mascot. It's Spines.
Analyze. At least Analyze is recognizable. I forget which or what effect Evil Eye has offhand. Trinket wise. Oh, captors are weak to fire. And triggers something when hit with water.
You want Ignite Search then?
Oh, all of the urchins. Those urchins are squish. I also want to know what gets activated. Lucy's action is cancelled. Dumbing. Alright, what happens?
We're gonna have to look up on the whole act of thing.
Huh.
It does not seem to work as does not seem to work as advertised.
That's disappointing. I was really hoping to see something get triggered.
My disappointment got triggered.
great when... No, stop trying to run. You're up against a box. Stop. Thank you. Huh. It got stuck in the wall.
It's only a heal fruit.
It's still upsetting. Actually. And analyze the urchin bug. How did all the urchin bugs die, actually? There were only 3 attacks put out.
Huh. They only have 95 HP.
But there were only 3 attacks put out. And one of them was at a captor. At best, 2 could have been at urchins. But there were 3 urchins. Did they run? Did I just not pay attention to them running? I don't know if you notice there's 2 in keepsakes still. Is there? Oh no.
What's wrong with those?
At the moment, all the keepsakes are lettered.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's 2 of the same, it's probably easy to mistake one at a quick glance.
Hmm.
Considering you're just looking for in, and then it's like, wait a second. You've got to be kidding me! You're like a bad rash. Or maybe you're a Schrodinger groupie? No, not at all. Hey, Jules. What about you? You can't.
Hey, Jules.
You can't seem to stop
Yay.
getting.
I drink. Huh?
Can I continue?
Sure.
Thanks. You can't seem to stop getting in our way, can you?
Do drink after, though.
Yes, I plan to, but... You know very well that there's evil lurking behind the scene on Filgaia. You have the power and strength to fight. You choose not to fight the enemy. Don't you want to fight for the good of the world? I don't want to fight for the good of the world. I want to create dinosaurs. We're not supposed to be fighting each other. Fight for the good of the world, huh? Why don't you leave that to a superhero? Sorry, I'm not interested. You have the ability, you have the magical ability to turn yourself into characters from media. Sounds kind of superheroic.
You literally turn into superheroes as an ability.
I'm only interested in gems. One of these days I'll find a gem so big I won't be able to carry it. Not a word. I'm only interested in collecting gems, and that's that. You can't convince me otherwise. Now that you know, if you still want to meddle in our affairs, feel free to hunt us down. Somehow, if you're able to bring us down, if we're able to... How many times have we fought? Okay, bedtime. Rest well, Jay.
Bye, Jay.
See ya, nerd. Somehow, if you're able to bring us down, maybe, just maybe, I might lend an ear to what you have to say. We've brought you down like 3 or 4 times by now. So, we can't talk it over like mature adults. You have to fight her, huh?
It's
Yep.
how RPGs work, really.
Uh-oh. I think we got ambushed. We didn't get... Oh.
Oh wow, there's a lot.
And Gab's a solo.
Huh. Can Gabsy summon?
Sure. They take half from Earth.
Hmm.
Might still be worth it.
Yeah.
He has Earth Ward. Oh, I don't think he's in danger, actually.
Huh. Cancel his action then? I think he hit circle when...
Inertia canceled.
We finally used the mechanic! It's just going to be to slowly shoot them one at a time. As they do special attacks that do nothing.
Or normal attacks that do nothing.
Huh.
Well, Gabs is very much not in danger.
So... Heretics, is that including the one that punches with tanks? Because Gio did that, didn't she?
I think so.
Oh,
I have learned.
they're
that this is
fine.
cheap.
Oh, they run. Stealthy.
Oh, okay.
You know, when they use stealthy, they run.
Your comrades come to the rescue.
That's really neat.
Thanks.
We got it taken care of.
I'm actually potentially going to take more damage now. Okay. Than if Gabs was by himself.
To be fair, they can move faster than Gabs. Except Lucy.
I mean, Lucy. All of them move faster than Gabs.
Oh, I thought Lucy was the slowest.
No, Gabs moves last.
Oh. You're only after very specific altars. I remember why. Wait, I thought I saw a destructible wall.
It'll have to be after this cutscene.
Really?
Even if life can be created without providing memory, it's nothing but a vessel of flesh. Is it impossible to attain memories from the past, even with the wisdom that we so worship? Who goes there? Heh, so there is no honor among thieves. You're after the Agwalite and Germatron, aren't you? How did you know?
It's the only we're fault things here.
I'm here to stop people like you from getting the 2 crystals. Because I want the 2 crystals. But you're here to extract the combined energy from the Agwalite and Germatron, right? It's so obvious. But the thing is, the Agwalite and Germatron were brought into this world for me to possess. God damn it. Now that you understand, leave. Or else.
I like Maya. Can we keep her?
What's the button to see the...
I think it's R2. No, it's start. So try start, select, there.
select.
That face.
That face.
Best face. Maya just says she is.
Damn, I'm outnumbered. Come forth, my artificial minions.
Stop keeping odd people. I like collecting odd people.
Artificial? What, you mean you created these creatures? Indeed. The research conducted by the Council of Seven highly surpasses the science of today. Attack my minions. Listen to the donkey's orders and eliminate the enemy. Excuse me, what?
That's not a very flattering symbol you picked. Donkeys are your big thing. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. I just thought you'd want to know it's not flattering.
That's a donkey?
Isn't it?
I love how we have hound, feline, donkey, and flyer.
Is it a donkey?
Nope, nope. Hey, Silent.
So, isn't that a donkey?
So look, we're just gonna spam summon. What could go wrong? Medium for the Luck Guardian, Chapapenga. We haven't seen the lucky one, have we?
Don't think so.
Oh, time for that. That's a one spiky donkey. Durgan.
Did we pick the right one?
What do you mean?
It looked like the fire summon though.
Yes. Because that was Hulk Rare.
I thought you were picking the lucky summon?
Yes.
Oh,
For
Go
Lucy's
Career
turn.
doesn't have. Oh. See, it does donkey things.
This boy with a cat. See, here's the lucky summon.
We were just talking about superheroes.
Huh. That's kind of cute.
I like that one. Might be my favorite.
Okay, now everyone's just gonna pew pew pew.
Same vibe as Sabathos. The donkey or...
Lucky summon.
No? I'll take that as a compliment.
You shoot the flyer. Then feline, feline, feline. Oh no! Oh. Right, it can't really stack. It's not gonna keep going faster and faster.
Gotta go fast.
We really need to do summon farming. Some more summon farming. Bullet clip. so they can do more than one summon per in-trip.
Hmm.
Why didn't you help us? You could have fought alongside us, you know?
Or ran ahead.
Such a rambunctious lassie. You won, didn't you? All's well that ends well. Yes, but milady, I do not believe that man has given up. Yeah, it ain't gonna be easy standing up against him. Come on, sis. Well, you do have a point there. Okay then, we'll unite for the time being. Maya. But don't take it the wrong way. I'm not joining forces for the sake of Filgaia or anything like that. You really are persistent. I have no intention of exerting my strength for the sake of others. The only reason I'm joining forces with you is because I don't want the Agolite and the Germatron falling into the hands of that man. That's fine with me. I'm just happy that we'll be working as a team for a change. So, breakable wall, you said?
Now it looks like upstairs. Turn around. Turn around. Yeah, look, looks cracked.
Nope.
Bomb.
No, he's still not doing it.
Use the bomb.
Bonk.
Bomb.
Bonk.
Explodey thing. Explodey ball. That's a square, not a ball. Explodey ball. That's not a ball. The ball named bomb. You have a bomb. Yeah.
Looks about as cracked as this wall does, too.
Not really. That one's like more generally cracked. The other one was like, it looked like it was punched into.
Not particularly. Like, it looks
Yeah.
about as cracked as this one right here. It's the same texture, actually.
Actually, huh. Oh yeah, the dust makes overlay makes it look different.
Yay! Some more punishment for all those encounters I skipped. From not walking around too much. It splits off into two paths. And each path seems to be blocked by its own barricade. I think the candle stand holds the key to making our way... I think the candle stand holds the key to making our way across. So, I'll take the upper left path. Then I'll take the lower right path. I just want you to know that I always take the top button, so I'm making the sacrifice here. You better not mess up.
Yeah.
Alright. Bullet clip. Auto reload. Automatically reloads your arm when it... Ooh. That sounds like a good one to give to Gabs, considering the low,
Capacity.
yeah. Do we just want to go ahead and do that?
Is it chance-based mechanic or?
I don't know.
I'll see if I can quickly.
Just look up bullet clip.
Yeah. Oh, I have the window here somewhere.
that. Teamwork.
Oh, one moment.
Yep. Okay, it's been a moment.
Yep.
Oh, those things you forget to wear.
Say it as if you remember.
I do remember to wear my glasses. I put them on first thing when I wake up.
No, remember that I'm not wearing my glasses.
I shouldn't need to remind you to put your glasses on.
You didn't?
You didn't remember until you were trying to read stuff. Oh, hey, a Gimel coin. Guess we should say.
No, I remembered before that. I was just trying to read stuff before that. I was going to put it on while I was waiting. I want personal skills. Auto reload. Is a chance activation. It goes 25% or 50%.
I still think it's good to have on.
Okay, yeah.
Like, 50% is better than 0%. Besides, Gabs needs more stuff to put points into.
Yeah. Earth is the only element that does only one thing anyways. Does earth attacks. Doesn't do any other kind of attacks.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, whereas you get the wind one, it does wind and lightning. You get the ice one, it does ice and water. You get the fire one, it does fire or true damage. And you do the earth damage, it's just earth.
That's very true. Over here, equipping stuff. Is there anything else we want to... We do have 2 base lards.
Question is, who even wants a base lord?
I honestly think Gabs would be a good one for it, just because so late in the turn order.
Yeah.
Okay, make sure I'm on an empty gear spot. Do you agree with that assessment, though?
Yeah. Him and Lucy would be good for it.
Race's reflex on HP is critically low. You think Lucy for the other one?
Yeah.
What, on Aqua Wisp?
Yeah, Aqua was because it's healing things.
But where are we gonna take the points away from?
Oh no.
Or should we just move Lucky Hand to someone else?
We could check the personal skills first to see if there's anything expendable. What's this harm do?
Probability of disarming traps.
Oh, okay. Wait, what's the experience comparison anyways?
Let me get that in there. Mika's lowest now.
Lucy's about in line with Gabs. I think Lucky Hand should go to Mika then.
Yes, the other person with 2 already.
Yeah, but goes to whoever needs the XP.
kill Lucy. Power cancel. Alright, should do that. Probably don't have to worry about Dark Ward too much. Right?
Yeah.
Let's reset the awards. I don't know how much offhand the FP save does. I'd have dropped it a little bit because Mika doesn't really FP much. To put it on disarm.
It actually doesn't seem to be too good for Mika since Mika can't be relied on for casting very much.
Well, the dark skills cost a fair bit. Okay, we want to go this way. You have a chance, basically. Looks like we'll need to work together again. Actually, I'm a little reluctant. After all my victories and glory have been won by myself alone. Your team says what? Go through hardship together and share joy together. That's how it goes. That's something someone who can't accomplish anything on their own would say. You're not on your own. If you seriously mean that, then your life is going to be filled with complaints and bitterness. You think so? That wouldn't be good.
She can't even stay on a team for more than 5 seconds.
Turn. There we go.
Oh, you could do the spin thing. Can you, like, you hold, L2? R2?
That's 8 cardinal directions.
Maybe a little bit of camera movement?
Well, again, 8 cardinal directions. Or 8. That's not cardinal directions, but you know what I mean. Alright, it's that one. Just feels like Maya went a little early on that one. Cybertha's bad at aiming, confirmed. I was the one in control there. I'm bad at aiming.
It's not really a game that you could judge on aiming, though. It is a little stiff.
Heck, aiming so stiff, I'm just gonna use D-pad.
How are you blaming for aiming? That's just random. I could be aiming toast and you're like, aha! You're so terrible with aiming.
Can't believe you're bad at aiming with toast. Okay, it's time to get all chummy. As long as we share the same interest, our bond is as strong as steel. You don't have to sound so sarcastic. You know what? You're an incurable fool. A bond based on nothing will and can be broken without reason, at a blink of an eye. But our bond now is bound by a common goal.
Fair.
Although it's just temporary, it's still reliable. Is there any other point in arguing? It's not that hard to understand. While you and I are in good terms while we look for the Agwalite and the Germatron. Did it say wow? You and I... Bleh. I missed it. Oh well. Come on, let's get a move on. Let's go. Ah. Well, yeah, if you were faster to... You're doing off on your own. I thought we were a team that shared a common goal. Tripping me up with my own words? Okay, fine. Go team go. Hooray.
So you have to stop both of them.
Ah.
Shall I do the sequence?
And there's no ledge safety.
We got done dirty.
Spots I haven't controlled it for you anyways, but...
Hmm.
Did you want to do it now?
Oh, it does the whole thing again.
That's why I started using the D-pad.
Hmm. What happens if I poke it after?
You probably have to do it all over. Oh. That's surprising.
Why do you see Gagulai and the Germatron? We don't even understand its true value. Shiny crystal.
We are the only ones who can live to. Yeah, who can give life to and rejuvenate this dying planet. Wow. That's
But
right.
you're not going to, are you?
But denying the life of others for that cause is wrong. We're not denying it. We are expelling it by evolution. Yes, the 7 of us. Our dream was to rejuvenate Filgaia. To stand by Yggdrasil. And to perform creation based on recreation is what remains to be done. Coming through. Make way. Oh, wait. Where do you think you're going? Well, it sounded like it was going to be a long conversation, so we'll just be on our way.
Ah, smart.
Yeah. Plus, I'm not interested, and don't really understand what you're all talking about. Ta-ta. Good luck.
Yeah, fair.
I can't stand here and do nothing after being made a fool of.
You really can, and you probably will.
I shall delay my original plans, but that's alright. Once I take care of you here, we will not be able to hinder our plans in the future. Unfortunately, I have other business to take care of, but I have just the right duo to keep you company. Look, if you kill us now, we won't be able to stop your plans, like you just said. Why not put off your other business? Humpty and Dumpty.
Make a vulnerability here. And analyze here.
Check a thing.
Okay, weak to dark.
Were you able to get grab? Oh, dark gem. Like I said, I'm checking a thing. So. Or did you analyze?
I analyzed.
Ah. But you could always throw dark gem at it. You have a few.
Light version. I'll see if the domain works. It does not work.
Here. Okay, I'm checking this. Wait, why are these things still alive?
No. No. And scatter. Okay, I want Mika to use it. I want to make sure Mika goes first. Action turn.
Manual.
Hey.
And let me guess, the other one is weak to light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just go throw another dark gem at it. Let's break its buffs and throw another dark gem at it.
Think gems are based on the user? Did you consider reapplying mirror code?
No. Oh, they're considered items so they don't reflect?
Oh, interesting.
This is about to go very badly for you very fast.
That's good to know on this. It looks like Lucy's the best item user for a single target.
Yeah, but we have enough dark gems.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, damage-wise.
Yeah.
Interesting, though.
This is going very bad, very fast for them.
Well, not when Mika's using them.
Fair.
Mika should probably stick to just shooting.
Yeah. Grinding up grinding up crystals is a thing you often say. That's not very random at all.
This is setting up a fresh install of Windows and Steam off the app. Phone is decided to break. Oh god. Did you remove it before getting rid of your previous Windows install? Because that sounds like it's going to be an issue.
Right, the first one's dead.
Huh. Wild how fast it went down once you started using gems.
That's the first time we really incorporated gems into strategy.
Mm-hmm. Normally we just go attack the bird. I'm assuming this is just the continuation.
Yeah.
Why didn't you cancel with Gabs?
Alright. Free cancel.
Free cancel with Gabs and Lucy. Actually, did I put the points into it for Lucy?
Don't know.
Be worth checking. It's not sending SMS of had a reason.
You're about to get a light show just for warning. A visual warning.
Couldn't get to the bottom of what was causing all the memory issues. Ooh. Oh, God.
Yeah, but we're going to see a lot of that now.
Well, let me know when it's over. That doesn't sound like it's over.
No, it's not over. Does it still... I don't know if it still... Well, does more damage with magic resistance drop.
I'd reached the point of either its RAM or system was used memory properly.
Ooh, why don't we get that?
That's good that a reinstall will help though. But good luck with the Steam off app. Oh god, I glanced over it.
I warned.
You did warn. That's on me.
Lancing rays.
Is it safe to look now?
No.
Oh.
Not until the battle's over.
Okay. Are we there yet?
I cannot reasonably make the battle go faster.
Are we there yet?
Yes, we're there.
Oh, okay. Oh, hey, a duplicator.
We also got a dark gem and a light gem. I wonder how.
Huh. Doesn't make up for all the ones we used. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that sounds like Sib's normal issue. Needing to resolve memory issues to play games.
It is.
Because she doesn't know how to close things out normally.
It's fine.
You told me to put your computer to sleep this morning. And the start menu lagged.
It's fine.
The start menu lagged.
There's dialogue.
It's about time. You must have had a lot to say. Well, now it's our turn to settle it. We have no reason to fight. This isn't the time or place.
Also, those aren't big enough crystals for you, are they?
Well, what's this for? That is the other half of my loot. I bet the only reason you're here is because the supervisor of the excavation site asked you to stop us. As you know, we came here for the Acolyte and the Germatron. But we only have the Germatron. While on the other hand, you now have the Acolyte. You understand what I'm getting at?
We can't successfully recover both.
We both have a reason to fight? You catch on quick. That's what I like about you. You're sharp-witted. But, Maya...
That is so perplexed. It's either perplexed or dead inside.
You sure are slow to catch fire. Like I said earlier, if you want to interfere in my business, you better be prepared to bring us down. I will do the same by crushing you to the ground. No holds barred.
Keep Crystal safe. Oh, is she doing another form change?
Today I am the fighting artist.
Hey, it's Lynn!
Based off the famous literary novel, The Plot to Kill.
Where'd she get that sword? Okay, so we focus down the healer.
Yes. Todd must die.
These four throw me off, actually.
Hmm.
Don't do our damage off. Only has buffs, so... Yeah.
He has a debuff.
Well, he has the reflex debuff. I was talking about defense debuff.
Oh.
Oh,
Ultra-
career would have the...
Ultra is physical defense. Mika has magic defense.
Yeah.
Which, it's funny that that's how that worked out. For their debuffs.
Yeah. Fine claw on you.
Iron Claw on all of you!
I'm bringing crystals.
How is
Oh.
that phalanx? That looked
Because it's
very-
fighty.
That looked very aggressive for a defensive formation name.
It could have been a reaction. The danger of phalanx is that the partner can counterattack you.
But it wasn't until after Todd attacked. We hit Todd twice, then Todd attacked, and then phalanx was used.
It could be because she's in lockstep with Todd. So soft. And then
Analyze Todd. Just so we know how much health we're dealing with.
we won't. Boss monster.
Right.
We could keep an eye on if he gets any special buffs. Just a dancing in the air. But she misses.
I wish gravity were more useful.
Yeah, boss encounter, so it's definitely not going to work. It didn't work on the enemies that were weak. Does Todd have dark disposition? Because we do still have dark crystal, or light disposition. We do still have the crystals.
Well, it didn't look like they had any resistances when it popped up.
It doesn't seem to show.
It showed on,
The game insults gravity.
it showed on the other enemies.
Yeah, but we were able to see what their resistances were.
Do we see what their health was?
I think we... I might not have.
That's my point. Just it not showing doesn't mean there's no, or it doesn't mean it has a hidden resistance. It just means there's not any elemental leanings.
Yeah.
We took out Todd. Not bad. But once,
Once I defeat you, we'll know who's the strongest. Does the boy do any actual support things, or is it just exploding us?
I think it's just exploding. Like, I think we can just focus on Maya at this point.
Yeah, that's why I'm reading from this. It didn't proc.
It did not proc.
What do you think's going to do the most?
Shooting. I don't know if Arcana gets the bonus from that one buff.
No, it wouldn't, because it's attack that gets raised. Oh, it looked like it guarded. I think we're gonna have to do a full party kill on this one though. But Maya looks like the most dangerous anyways.
So let's see. Bubble Crush. 281.
Oh, that's a trisection staff, not a staff.
Yeah. I mean, Disintegrate would do more than a Ignite Surge anyways. But do you want to Disintegrate or shoot?
I can at least critical.
Mika, back. Do you want to punch with Mika? Yeah.
Alright. We might not get to see. I missed what the damage jump was.
1355 on Maya. Hey, you're right. We have to do a full party wipe on this one. I don't think that's much of an issue at this point. I've been defeated. This is so humiliating. This wasn't supposed to happen.
I mean,
Oh, hey, Dark Gem.
hey, I figured because the reason that we didn't full party wipe the other time is because I was about to do a ridiculously strong spell, and that would have ended bad for everyone. But these other times, it's just, you know, whatever.
I mean, this is only the second time we've taken Maya out second instead of last.
True.
You know what that means it's time for?
A break.
Sit that out of breath. I think we need a break.
Yeah. We're gonna have to take a break before we can continue, everyone.
So we'll be back in 5 minutes to read all this. See you in a few, everyone. Where's the cursor at? Loop. Wham! And back. So I can read. Now that we caught our breath. Woo! You know, quite the fight. Very out of breath after all that. You can see, on the ground. Yeah, I'm not gonna stall. Why do we have to fight like this? There's no particular reason. If I had to give one, it's because I love gems. I told you before, remember? I love gems, therefore we must fight. I don't want to lie to myself about what I love most. I can fight and risk my life over anything that sparkles. Gems are my personal reward for doing my best and working hard. You've gotten stronger. Much stronger than the first time we met. My shoulder has now been bitten. I had to, in order to make it this far. Just like you, I was doing my best and working my hardest. This time, you win, so this belongs to you.
Thank you. I abandoned.
But don't misunderstand me. You have my respect, but that doesn't mean we're a team. Next time we meet, I'll show you a stronger me. Don't you forget that. Maya. Okay, well, when the time comes, I too will be stronger than I am now. Oh, I forgot to tell you. The energy crystals, Agwalite and Germatron, are made of opposite properties. I think it's a little late. I think I see them lighting up. Whatever you do, make sure the two crystals don't come in contact with each other, or else this ruin is gonna go kaboom. Uh-oh. Run for it. Oh, there's actually a countdown. Random healberry, okay. Was that the healberry from earlier that got stuck in the wall? Wait. Mika is in danger. Ooh, counterattacks are gonna be nice. If they proc. That was 4 of them running from stealthy. Cool. That's helpful. Wait, that doesn't make sense if that was where the healberry was. Like, there were so many... There's so many floors different. I don't know. rock grazers. Mr. Keelberry. Wait, week 2, wind and ice. Alright, everyone already used their summons. Attack that group. A and B. Just to make sure. Extension, Tundra Spear, that one. Okay, can we stop with the large encounters now, please? Thanks. Well, the healberry is gone from there, but that could just be because the crates were reset. And then we're suddenly back here. Let me see if I have this straight. You successfully protected the Agwalite and Germatron from falling into the wrong hands, but due to your mishap, you caused an explosion. And the intruders were able to make their escape during the chaos. Is that correct? Yes, that's exactly what happened. Well, the workers were safely evacuated, and there were no reported injuries, so let's overlook this incident, shall we? Thank you very much. Ooh, good luck, Drake. Recommendation? Use a ranged weapon. Regarding your reward, taking into consideration the damage we've incurred, the balance is 0. Do you object? As long as you overlook what happened, that's fine. We're really sorry. You missed the escape sequence.
What happened?
You missed the escape sequence.
What happened?
Well, you see, first you gotta unmute.
Well, it's still not sat down.
Ah. No, I'm using my thirsty axe. Oh, good luck.
I didn't sat down. Go on.
So, Maya tossed us the other crystal after we won, right?
Yeah. Then she dropped a bomb.
Well, no. Of course, Ulcarer is like holding both crystals together. Eh?
Oh no.
And then after the crystal toss and Maya turned around and was like, oh, be careful. They hold a lot of power, but you don't want them to touch because they're opposite powers. So if they touch, the ruins are gonna explode.
They touched.
Oh, they touched. And then we had the 15-minute timer to run out of the dungeon.
Did we save the crystals?
No, we left them there and they exploded. Because the ruins are going to explode because the crystals explode.
But you're retrieving crystals.
They exploded.
Ah.
We made it out though.
Well,
we're not going to get any reward money because of the incident.
yeah.
Please, be at ease. I've taken a liking to your team.
Also, you didn't warn us that would explode.
I think he did.
I don't think he actually said anything.
I think our team is just bad.
I don't think he actually said anything about the explosion stuff.
You are all faithful, trustworthy, and foremost full of energy. An ideal team of drifters. But we are? Yes. I believe I mentioned to you before that I, too, used to be a drifter before starting this order. That was a good 10 years ago. Being the stubborn man that I am, I could not team up with anyone. That is why I have much admiration for your team. Of course, I continued my adventures alone. I still remember how tough and lonely it was to work as a lone drifter. Then one day, I became lost during my adventure, and for many days, I was hovering between life and death. I had lost all sense of time or day, and in an unconscious stupor, I found myself in front of a large tree. But looking back now, that probably was not a big tree. This was where I came into contact with various artifacts, sources of past wisdom, and many documentary records. These are what helped me found this order. But above all, this was the very first place the saint guided me to. Oh, forgive me. I seem to have gone off on a tangent. No, not at all. We were just amazed at your story. A very interesting story indeed. If you don't mind, please continue. Please don't.
I do not mind, but this is basically the end of the story. Yeah, I helped read the rest of the story.
So then, how'd you find your way back?
After being blessed with the artifacts and knowledge, I was found semi-conscious in the village called Boot Hill.
Boot Hill? That's my hometown.
To this day, I haven't the slightest idea why I was found in the village. Apparently, I was found lying unconscious by the foot of entrance. Thanks to the friendly villagers who nursed me back to health, I soon left the village and searched for the ruins. This was the excavation of this very Ark of Destiny. After that, I gave up on being a drifter and guided by the saint, I started this order. The rest is history.
The crucial turning point to your story seems a little too vague. So, where is this big tree that you were supposedly guided to? As far as I know, such a place doesn't exist.
That I did not know. Everything was enveloped in mist, obscured and blurred. There's one thing I do remember. The place where the saint guided me, and that's where I gained the artifacts and wisdom.
And that's where?
Huh?
What do you mean, and that's where? You silly person.
Yeah. Was a world of green and blue. That was the impression I got. Based me not knowing what the means or signifies.
A world of green and blue. Sounds almost like a dream. Wait, was it a dream?
But one thing is for certain, is that this incident was reality. As you can see, I've excavated the emigrant ship, and I'm leading the order as we speak. So that is the basic account of my story. Forgive me for rambling on as I did.
Not at all. Information about ruins and artifacts are valuable for drifters.
I'm glad you understand. One more thing. I will grant you access to this order's library for your perusal. It has as much information about ruins and artifacts. Hope you find it useful.
Why do you think you're stupid, Jules? Thank you very much. Well, we should be on our way. Because I doubt you're actually stupid.
We're probably stupider.
You say anything about stupid?
Oh.
Weirdo. Bilgai is impoverished, but there are parts of the world where greenery can still be seen. Like Claiborne, found on the center of the map, and Boot Hill heading east by ship. Ah, so we can head east to find Boot Hill. Oh, it happens, Jules. The Twitch app kinda sucks.
Claiborne sensor on map. Claiborne sensor map, Boost Hill, east
East by ship.
by ship, and forest, southwest from island past the dunes.
The land around this area is not at all fertile, but for some odd reason, there's a forest there. Every morning after I wake up from my dream, I always ask myself, where did this dream come from? Could it be from a distant memory? Or is someone trying to tell me something? One thing is for certain, my dreams do come true. Over the sea of sand spreads the sea of wind, and over the sea of wind spreads the sea of stars. And beyond the sea of stars lies the ideal world. That is what Lamium preaches. This one was the library, wasn't it? No. It was not the library. But all the money I made used to go towards rent and living expenses. But ever since I started working here, I'm not spending a dime. I'm thinking about using my savings to gamble. No. Don't do that. Yeah, that doesn't make you stupid, Jules. Alright. And save. So this was not the library. Was the library downstairs?
Probably past that barrier.
My duty is to organize all the artifacts we collect and inform drifters regarding any missions or excavations we outsource. No, I'm pretty sure there was someone just blocking the library, but I thought it was that one. Maybe it's on the opposite side.
A blocking person is on the top floor, in the entrance area.
That's what I thought, but I also thought they were on the top right. Nope, they were left. Here you will find many rare and unusual books. The value of a book is determined by whether it was useful to the reader. Please read at your pleasure. Oh. Hey, this is a members list of the Council of Seven. The Yggdrasil project, which began approximately 100 years ago, was a project of planetary proportions. It says here the Council of Seven was replaced a number of times over the course of 100 years. Let's just cut to the chase. Who were the last 7 council members? The last 7 council members... Yes, here it is. This was 10 years ago. Leopold Alcast, Werner Maxwell, Pete Incapilia, Elliot Enduro, Malik Benedict, Melody Valente, and Duran Bryant. So, my father was part of the Council of Seven. And also, yeah, Lee Holt, Malik, and Melody. I got nommed. You got nommed! Blew this for a lark. Now we know for sure that the prophets were part of the council, and that the photo is a picture of the Council of Seven. So the prophets used their technology to maintain or recreate their appearance of 10 years ago. I now know that my father belonged to the Council of Seven. Let's go back to Boot Hill to look for more clues. From here, Boot Hill would be on the Eastern Plains region. It's near a beach to the northeast. Elliot Enduro, a member of the Council of Seven. He has the same last name as mine. Is that just a coincidence? What's the matter? Your stomach hurt? But whatever. I'm not a kid. We know where we're going next, so let's just get moving. This place makes me uncomfortable.
I'll DM the 3 directions we got.
Mm-hmm. I do not want to read all of this right now. I am going to probably mash through these books just to see if there are any directions that pop up or random tips. I will not be reading them all out loud. I'm giving this heads up right now. Maybe another time. Threat. Human corpses. Shield still exists today. Threat of evil corpses. Nope. Must have side. Location, taking action, resolve our founder's dreams, miracle, where she'll lead us. Okay. Sealed by magic.
Sounds interesting.
Do it?
Yeah.
Nidhogg. Oh, yeah, well, if Yggdrasil's around, of course Nidhogg is. Prey, jaws belong to head, that gives 1. 2 giants wield their sword are exterminated. Good intentions versus evil intentions.
Yeah, no mention of the explodey
Nice.
thing, by the way. Actually did a quick look.
Huh. These 2 giants are never to be seen again. Make sure I'm in the right one. Okay. 7 experts, same to refer to as the rainbow. Origins of time. Solved their work. Analyze Hades. Vision shared. Yep. Okay. 7 geniuses. Vision team. Maintenance controller. Huh. Ship's graveyard. Friction sand. Yep. Sandy grave. Indeed. Crossing a dune. Some becomes a deal of risk. Temple complex. Wreck hulls. Yep. This ancestors. Drifter was our founder. Huh? New ship is about to launch from the island once known as a graveyard. Wow! There's a drifter. Sorry there's not much chatter, just scanning this to see if there's directions or anything useful. This is a lot of dialogue otherwise. Okay, so nothing. Except we know about Nidhogg now.
Danger Noodle. So first of all, I think we want to head southwest. Let's check out the other areas before we could advance the plot.
I think advancing the plot was, what, northeast?
East by the ship on the Ark, near beach on the northeast?
Yeah, because I think the town is supposed to be northeast-ish.
And the forest is southwest from the island, past the dunes.
So, southwest. Hey, Forest.
Does it change if you change your party member? Yes!
Triffids have not been analyzed. So let's burn one, shoot one. Gravity, which I found eventually. Life erosion. How pretentious. It did 4.
Spells should have grandiose names. Oh wait, when we more fully woke up, we were informed that our scheduling pattern was screwed up.
Ah.
Yeah, this is not Volnoki week. I only front during Volnoki week. So I'm giving up my slots in Volnoki week.
Makes sense.
We might just go all in and have Maja front as well. We still have to talk to them.
So this forest does nothing for us right now.
Have you scanned in the forest?
Yes. Fairly sure. Do it again, just to make sure.
Oh, it's kobold. I heard something about like kobolds were sort of earth spirits in their myths, so this is probably a better kobold than a lot of kobolds in fiction.
The winds, I might as well just shoot.
Oh, we do have a schedule we keep. It makes things very organized. Things are not very organized, but they get more organized that way.
What schedule? I know, right? Feels that way. Hey look, I just multiplied our fire gem. Used 1 to get 3.
We have a schedule.
Down. I've seen it, and I'm still saying doubt.
Rude.
Yeah, same. Oh yeah, Mika's super far ahead because he had a solo encounter. So, actually...
Is Mika the furthest ahead now?
Yes,
Oh.
by far.
I think it's also having the lucky hit while doing a boss battle because that's a lot of bonus experience.
Reset these status wards. Alright. You don't actually land here, you just drive into the circle. Right. I have to wait. Oh well, still killed. Alright, so what else were we looking for?
In the center of a map.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, the ice scan thing.
I didn't realize you'd have multiple map options.
I forgot about the ice scan thing. Beam a map directly into your retinas. They burned. Why are they burning? What has technology done?
Casual 182,000 damage hit.
Oh.
I don't think anything survives that.
Claiborne's in the center of map.
Ooh. Oh no, I really like this map. Because it shows unexplored tiles. You know, for maxing up the map for
Gabo.
the Gabo. Did we break 200,000? Almost
Yeah.
broke 300,000. Yeah, you said center of the map?
Yeah.
So... southeast... Okay. Oh, where all those rocks are. Okay. This way...
I could see if I could find what's going on about that 1/4 thing.
Gara Diablo. Nice job making it there. This is unexplored land. I was standing right on top of it, huh?
So that's what happens if you stand on top of something.
Famous wheat fields lie northeast. Far to the east lies South Farm Station. I can't say the same. I'm not using the I'm not using that mode, that setting.
They are super gobos.
So they are.
Boggle Cop.
Boggle. 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 Cobb. I didn't think I would actually kill him, so.
Yeah.
But just in case, I wanted to spread that out. Huh. And the sniper kill? Yep.
Sad.
Cobb. Boggle. Cobb. And analyze.
You're being super analytical.
Let's analyze all the new creatures.
Yay, Pokedex entry. I feel happy-go-lucky.
Yay, trap disarm. We get a heal berry.
Hey, we can heal now. We were so short on them. Maybe we should find that map.
Why? I was expecting a station considering the
Yeah.
railroad there.
Station was the one said to be far east, right?
Northeast.
So other place might have been closer.
If it was, I barely missed it.
Me.
Because I was always step.
Can't look? Yeah?
After we explore South Farm.
Yay, we explored South Farm.
No.
No?
No.
No?
Thank you for riding with Felgaya Railways. Chat. So proud of Tony. Aren't many youngsters who work as hard as he does and still manage to get along with us old-timers. Huh.
Yeah.
Welcome to South Park. Yay, South Park. A show I never really got into. I want to at least beat Kronos before I do the few update break.
Oh. You don't have any weaknesses, right?
Nope.
No, we're in danger. I'm gonna disintegrate them.
Nice.
Oh, they're not grouped.
They're not grouped.
Oh no. I'm gonna stab with my gun.
I reached Kronos twice. I think a few more times I should have it down.
Who has lucky?
Ultra rare.
Oh. Thanks, Ultra Rare.
Yep, I did miss it. Boot Hill.
Oh, Boot Hill's where we wanted to go.
Yes.
Oh, we probably shouldn't have gone there yet.
You can still leave.
Yeah. We can't go to that center thing. We can't do anything with forest. Maybe we do go in.
I mean, you could still explore more.
Yeah, explore.
never explored. I've also started to notice that we're likelier to find things on these empty patches on the ground than just in the middle of nowhere. Think you need to analyze the horned monster.
No, such flurry. Alright. There were some names we would have used, but they ended up being a couple of text characters too long.
Yep.
I think Lightning Rod was actually one of them.
That thing reminds me of a Dibbles.
Dibbles Joes.
What?
Dibbles Joes. Not talking about Dibble Joe?
Diablos.
Oh,
Devil Joe is pickle.
that's true. Pickle.
Oh, that reminds me of a Dibbles, not a pickle.
Pickle Joe.
Jeez, it's like you don't even know terminology. Ugh.
Dibble Joes. I know terminology.
Surprised you're using slash fury. Yeah, slash fury.
But they're weak to it.
Yeah, but Miko's magic is weak.
What is it weak to?
Not weak too, it's weak.
How do we know it's weak if it's not weak to anything in particular? I feel a headache coming on from over here.
I'm not awake enough for this.
I get that a lot.
I wonder why. Your kung fu is weak.
That's very true. I don't kung fu. Oh. I don't think magic's weak. My magic's weak. My magic's probably on par with every other magic's.
You had any luck, Jack? I'm assuming not. Seems way too quick for support to get back to anyone.
I want your crystals. This might be a little bit longer than I wanted.
Really?
Yay! It's over! All career, right?
Yes. You could also just check their chances. What's that bar that keeps appearing over?
I think it's a visual glitch.
Huh.
Oh my god.
They're not in a group.
Oh. How am I supposed to hit them all at once?
You don't. Or use a summon.
Oh.
Still not using support. Stomach Carriers had a bunch of OTAs for other services. Yeah. Yeah, no, the Steam authenticator is definitely gonna be... That's gonna be the point of issue. I have heard of other horror stories about it. Oh, hey, it's break time.
Oh no! Where are we breaking?
My sanity.
You don't have any left. Not after your job. When we got there, your sanity was broken. That's why you started dating us.
Thanks for the hydrate, Jules. It's break time.
I just wanted to check here real quick. We're not checking? Ooh, the things you're good at hiding. Okay. Giving up.
You might as well finish the battle.
We'll get water crystals. Weapons jacks thing?
Fresh Windows install, but Steam Guard.
Did he lose all of his old files?
The issue being Steam Guard, the authenticator.
I too wish to open chests by high kicking them.
Anywho,
I am not touching things. I'm officially not touching things now.
we will be back in a few minutes with Miss Explosion.
Explosions! Should I buy explosions?
Don't bite explosions.
Oh, I want to buy explosions.
You don't want to bite explosions.
Can I just bite her tail?
No.
Oh, I want to bite her tail.
See you shortly, everyone. Huh, not behind the rock either.
Hmm?
I was seeing if it was behind the rock.
I think there'd be a dog hideout somewhere there.
I'm trying to see if the visual thing happens with anyone else. It might just be because Okareir is a bit short.
It might be.
See, this is when you would use extension. When they're actually grouped up. Yeah, I mean, sometimes problems carry over from one to another. And you're known to be a very problematic system.
I'll wear that back.
The fact that you wear that as a badge of honor is problematic. You know what else is problematic? Not being heard.
That's problematic for them, but not for me. Try to see if I could find anything on that one. Whatchamacallit?
Forest?
Yeah.
Eh?
No such luck. Sometimes directions are a little too vague for their own good.
It's about exploration.
True. There's one thing I will want to look up for then.
Lucy's the furthest, or the lowest level again.
Oh, that was quick. How did that happen?
Yeah.
I guess give Lucy the lucky hit back.
But personal skill points.
I'll do it, you baby.
It's not about being a baby, it's about how many skill points they have.
Oh. They do have a lot of skill points, don't they?
They don't, is the issue. 1 point left.
Hmm. We don't need Light Ward.
I'm gonna drop the EXP boost. What, you seem bewildered by this.
I'm just thinking. Yeah, and it won't be a crime to keep it on all career. Oh, hey, now you get to do an AoE.
Disintegrate. Shoot. Shoot.
want water, ice, or light. Cover your eyes, everyone.
Cover your eyes, everyone.
I'm gonna wait by the way, if you want. The light show.
I don't know, didn't see it.
There's a survivor. Coca-gator. Coca-gator. Figure you would be able to find the Gob hideout. Because we found the temple that Mika was at, right?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Wonder if we'll be able to figure it out again.
Wow, first thing you do is start tearing up the village.
Yep.
Hey, have you been to the Cape? There's a big giant statue nearby. Leave the village towards South Farm Station and keep going. Head east from here and you'll come to a station along the railroad tracks. South Farm Station takes you to both Midland and Westwood, so it's really convenient. It's a statue of a giant wielding a sword on his way to slay the evil serpent Nidhogg. Here there's another statue just like it near a crime-ridden town. Talk to him again. Do Cape? But don't do South Farm. I go there sometimes on a nice day with a book in hand. Oh, okay.
You wanna write this down?
Not really.
Okay. Cape.
The place we've just been to. South Farm Station is that train station we went past.
Yeah. Alright.
A few years ago, I helped a guy who was on the verge of death just outside this village. Funny thing is, I had a strange dream the night before. A long-haired man was lying on the ground, and this dream was in full color. So the next day, out of curiosity, I went to that spot where the man appeared in my dreams, and lo and behold, there he was. I can still remember exactly how I found him. Don't ask me why he was there. All I can say is that he just appeared in my dream.
He's just your dream man, isn't he?
So if you strange dream but don't spot. Huh. That day when the demi-humans invaded our village, I was away on personal business. I just want to make it clear to you and everyone that I was not hiding in fear behind the counter. I really don't want any rumors about me spreading around the village. What, no upgrades?
No upgrades.
It's good to have you back. We were all worried about you. Everyone in the village cares about you very much. Don't forget that. Today is May 22nd, Detective Day.
Oh shit, it is May 22nd.
Today is the birthday of a famous author who wrote about a great detective in his books. Am I the only one that feels awkward about this? Yes, I don't think it's the right way to name a holiday. Ask me, I'm a pro. Wait. That's coincidental, right? Oh no, when you speak with Armengard, she'll read the date of the internal clock on your PS2 system, or, well, PS4 emulating PS2, and will tell you that date, what the special object or term or person of the day is, and give you a little information on Filgaia's interesting and rather silly history.
Huh.
So that's not coincidental.
Dune Canyon. Steer your ship north of the cape where the fucking hell. North from giant statue stands and come to a straight that connects inland sea to open seaway. There's also hunting ground there's also the hunting ground of the monster Balakunaga encounter, where many vessels and sandcrafts meet disasters. Balakunaga used to lurk south of Little Twister near the sunken reefs, but the recent years that followed its breaks to strait made this area its new home. First, this monster has shut down scores of trade routes and has taken the lives of hundreds of sailors. Somebody must do something so that people can get on with their lives. Side quest?
Are there any dates you want me to check?
Yeah. Another world. Human brain does not make use of its full potential, really. There's another world that can be trapped from the brain. Tapped from the brain. It's possible to study how the brain works through electric signals. The brain is a sea of electric signals where thoughts, memories, and dreams are merely electric signals reacting. There have been extreme cases where the memory media of information possesses a structure similar to the memory storage area of a brain. Therefore, it could be said that dreams are electric signals connecting to the brain, just like projecting an image on a screen. Perhaps with further research, it may become possible for the brain to act as the media itself, receiving signals from other external sources. And that's like 1700 dystopian novels. Developing this other world of the brain has just begun. I believe this may open infinite possibilities. And a startling number of them are terrible.
Let me see. June 2nd, June 25th, as well as April 27th. Okay. April 27th. Today is April 27th, Yawn Day. Sometimes when you yawn too much, your jaw drops. You're afraid to drop your jaws, but can't go on living without yawning. That's why Yawn Day was made to commemorate the sad dilemma we all face.
Yes.
June 2nd. Today is June 2nd, Screw Day. Today is the day the first screw hypnotist was announced. The screw hypnotist can help you adjust your cerebral substance levels. I tried becoming one myself, but I wasn't fit for the job. All that came out of my brain were the name of holidays.
Oh.
And today is June 25th, King Arctica Day. Poor King Arctica. He was caught by the demons and was forced to beg for mercy. He tried to appease them with the one dance he knew, but was left to die from starvation. Today, we are to soothe the king's soul by dancing the king's dance.
The stagnant world. Today is just like any other day, a holiday. Sandstorms paint the sky yellow while the dry wind blows endlessly. It was like this yesterday, a week ago, a month ago, a year ago. Nothing's changed. It's a world I'm used to, but why is there apprehension in my heart? Why do I feel like there's something wrong with this unchanging world? This world before us, is this the guy we knew? We know? Duh. I don't know. No one knows. No one can straight out deny or confirm it. As far as I know, this is the way the world is, but maybe the world has changed without me knowing it. They say the barren wasteland is the result of a great war. Something inside me tells me we shouldn't settle for that answer. We got a warp star!
Yay!
Oh, you want to do that last day?
What's up?
June 25th was Antarctic.
I read April 27th first.
Oh.
Hey, nice excuse you made up to leave the village. So, how's the outside world treating you? Pretty exciting? I should have left too, huh? Contemplating stuff isn't going to change the world. But why is everyone so caught up with this and that? We should all just take it easy. Yeah, April 27th was Yawn Day. Tiny flower! A tombstone covered in moss. The person buried underneath must be one of the founders of this village. To have someone mourn at your funeral, that's something that'll never happen to a rootless guy like me. Tombstone belonging to Ulcarer's mother, Ekaterina. Mom's favorite flowers. I see them offered here sometimes.
And we heartlessly took it.
Tiny flower, too. Down, down, right, up. Yeah, there you go.
Why would you eat a flower?
I mean, if you're hungry.
Why wait, I guess?
Beep, save your game.
Maybe.
I've been farming for 30 years now, but over the past decade, the harvests have dwindled. Did something happen 10 years ago that could damage the quality of the soil? So you just show up without dropping us a line, eh? How can you be so inconsiderate? Or are all drifters like that?
Rude.
Yeah, you were. You really should have called first.
Oh, come on. No surprise visits?
Please, no.
I want a surprise visit. As in, make one. I'm gonna drop you a surprise visit.
Please, no.
Just you wait. One day.
I won't open the door.
Oh, we'll find a way in.
Don't forget you can ZR to rotate in place.
Yumble coin. I should probably save it if I found one. Zorlay's telling me not to.
Ah, Zorlay, the voice of reason. Uncle Tesla, Aunt Schult, I'm home. Oh, Ulcarer, thank goodness. Thank goodness you're safe. Are you hurt? I've countless numbers of nicks and bruises, but all in all, I'm fine. I'm still living it up as a drifter. So you're still following the drifter's path. That is good to know. Although this might worry your aunt even more. Oh, please, dear. Let me introduce you to my traveling companions. 3 men.
She's working on her reverse harem, which is really just a harem. So I don't know why it's called that.
The main reason I came home today was because there's something I wanted to find out about Daddy. My brother, Werner. Werner? I saw Daddy. He's alive. I threw out most of your father's belongings, thinking he was dead.
Well, shit.
All that's left is this notebook he used to carry around. May I have a look? By all means. Much of it I do not understand. None of his notes tell us anything new. What? What is it? There is some new information here about the Yggdrasil project. None of his notes tell us anything new. Except this note that tells us something new. The Yggdrasil system plays a major role within the Yggdrasil project. You don't
Not
say.
really.
We're too sarcastic for our own good sometimes, aren't we? This system was responsible for promoting environmental life energy at an explosive rate. The planetary energy produced from this system was to be distributed to the entire planet through microscopic machine colonies.
Huh. What does that mean, microscopic machine colonies? Forget it. Never go on.
The Yggdrasil system works the exact opposite of a regular tree. Instead of taking in nutrients from the soil as normal trees would,
It distributes soil?
the Yggdrasil system was supplying the ground with nutrients in order to promote the revitalization of the planet. I see. Hence the name, Yggdrasil system. Can you explain that in words we can understand?
All the land fertile again. Plants can grow.
Yggdrasil is a name that appears in ancient mythology or folklore as we know it. It is a large tree located in the center of the world, said to protect the world. At the foot of Yggdrasil are deep forests and blue lakes as far as you can see. Hey, wait a minute.
Suppose.
The Yggdrasil is a big tree, with deep forests and crystal blue lakes surrounding it. That's just like what the head honcho at the Ark of Destiny said.
Suppose.
Then the Yggdrasil from folklore actually exists? I mean, the Yggdrasil system that Daddy was involved in must be out there somewhere. Thanks, Uncle Tesla. I knew I'd find out something if I came back home. Did you find an important lead? If the Yggdrasil system exists, then that's where I can find Daddy. I know I don't know for sure. I know I don't know. Okay. And I might have said that on a whim, but I want to believe it's true. So, we look for the Yggdrasil system then? Of course we are all with you on this. A system that can rejuvenate the planet. By looking into this, we may be able to track down the cause of Filgaia's decay. Thanks, everyone. I knew you guys were coming all along. After all, we're a team, right? So, there we have it. We'll be outside getting ready.
Mika continues to get dragged along by everyone.
Ulcarer, assuming you find your father, what will you do then? I don't know. I don't know what I want to do, or what will come of it.
I was joking!
I had a chance to talk to him, but I got all confused and flustered, and I said just the opposite of how I felt at the time. It's not about what I expect or want to happen after I find him. I just want to see him and talk to him. There's so much I want to talk to him about. And after we talk, then we'll decide what to do. I understand. Fly to where your heart leads you. You're not a little girl anymore. No matter what happens, I believe you've got the strength to accept it. Now, take to the sky. Thanks, Uncle Tesla. Even though I'm not a little girl anymore, and I'm all grown up, can I still come back here? I love both of you very much. And this house, this village, everyone, I can still come back, right? The rent is probably cheaper if we use your house instead of going to an inn.
Yeah.
Of course. You'll always be our little girl. Don't worry about not having a place to come home to. Just hold your head high and continue forward. That's all.
I better be on my way.
Whatever it is you undertake, do your best and see it through to the end. We'll always be here for you. This village must have been too small for you to spread your wings.
Hey, it's been a while since we got wing ribbons.
I'm happy to see you're doing well.
Do you know how many altars think humans have wings thanks to this game? Thank you for your continued patronage. Listed below is my travel route for this fiscal year.
Why?
Oh fuck, there's still more. Please be advised I may be traveling back and forth from the following 6 locations. I hate you.
I was actually expecting to be able to stay here. Like, why else do you have 4 beds?
It's just all in the future. After 100 years of research, the environmental plan to revitalize the planet is about to reach fruition. Many businesses that have sponsored this plan have systematically entwined like a tree trunk to form a large tree. It's called the Yggdrasil Project. A plan to replace the Guardians as power that sustains the world in order to bring forth a future. The main engine of a Yggdrasil system is its powerful generator, which acts as its heart. This is where the planetary energy is produced and distributed through microscopic machines at its roots. The vision of the 7 Dreamers is about to become reality. We humans must continue to utilize the power lost and wisdom of Hades. Hades?
Hiatus.
Bring forth a future for the planet. As our duty to our children.
You'll figure out this house.
A long time ago, the evil serpent Nirah lived by the foot of a Yggdrasil. 2 giants who don't get along decided to exterminate this serpent on their own. Each began their journey from 2 separate directions. Each giant had different reasons for wanting to kill the serpent. First wanted to take the reward all for himself, while the other wanted to help to do the deed for the people. Little did the 2 giants know that Nidhogg had 2 heads that worked very well together. So the 2 giants ended up inside the serpent's stomachs, regretting not cooperating with each other.
Yeah, I bet they were regretting it.
Must be east of puzzle. I'm gonna miss this place.
You able to finish up?
Do we want to... Hold on. One moment.
So this seems like a good resting spot, actually. For everyone involved.
Yeah, we're a bit out of it too. What a coincidence! We found a Gimel coin. So that's why we have it.
So we're going to end a little bit early. When we come back, we will be exploring from Boot Hill, I guess.
I'm gonna see if I could find where the Gob hideout is, if it's like on the actual map or if it's just like a one-time location. Because I'm just kinda curious there.
Today is July 2nd, Stew Day. Today we gather around a big pot over a campfire to enjoy the food and company of friends. Think of it as a dinner party for the great outdoors.
Stew has its own day.
There's 365 days and there's a quote for all of them. Ooh, you know what? February 29th.
Yeah, that's a leap year day, right?
Yeah. Today is February 29th, which only comes once every 4 years. Since it's a leap year, I did some research on what a leap year is. All I found out, though, was that nobody knew who started it. This isn't fun. I'm gonna go to Jolly Roger to see the Sea of Sand. So, hopefully, we will see you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of the time zone, everyone. Other sign-off words.
Yeah, no, we're phoning it in.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Hi, everyone.